Hello, my name is David Adam and you're watching another episode of Fresh Off the Press English. Today we're looking at running shoes. It's Thursday, the 16th of January 2020. This news comes from Russia Today. The news is about some new Nike running shoes which are helping the runners a little bit too much. Let's look at the headline. No Nike, no record. Controversial running shoes set to be banned for handing unfair advantage to athletes. Controversial. 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 If something is controversial, it means there are many different ideas about it, many different answers. Some people think it's okay. Some people think it's not okay. It's controversial. There are many different ideas around the topic. Here, the running shoes are controversial. Some people think it's okay. Some people think it's not okay. Banned. Banned. If something is banned, it means it's not allowed. We can't use it. We can't see it. It is banned. We ban things which we don't like. Things that are bad, often things we don't like are banned. Banned. Things that we think are dangerous or often, in this situation, the shoes are unfair. They are helping people and other people don't have the same ability. So the shoes should be banned to make it so that the race is again a fair race and a good race. Nike's controversial Vaporfly ZoomX running shoes, versions of which have been worn by record-breaking athletes in recent months, could be banned in official competition for giving an unfair advantage. Versions. Versions. Now, when we have something, like, for example, the shoes, you can have different versions of the shoes, meaning it's the same shoe, but there's something a little different about it. It's a different version. Maybe it's a different color, yes? This shoe is red, this version is blue, yes? Sometimes we have different versions of cars, yes? It's the same car, but there's something a little bit different about it. It's a different version of car. Version. Athletes. Athletes. An athlete is somebody who does a sport for their job. They are an athlete. What's your job? I am an athlete. Somebody who does sports for their living, somebody who does sports for their job is an athlete. Could be basketball, could be swimming, could be driving racing cars. They are all athletes. Here it's runners. Athletes. The scandal surrounding the specially designed shoes has grown steadily after several top marathon runners broke long-standing records while wearing the Nike shoes. Scandal. Scandal. A scandal is often a story which people think there's something very, very wrong about it. It's a scandal. It's often a negative, a bad story. It's a scandal. Something that people think is terrible or very bad is a scandal. Marathon. Marathon. A marathon is a long running race that people run in all different kinds of cities. We have a New York Marathon, London Marathon, Beijing Marathon. It's a long running race that people enjoy taking part in, and some people use it as a real race. They want to try and win the marathon. It's a very long running race. Long-standing. Long-standing. This word long-standing means something which has been the same way for a long time. Here we're talking about the long-standing record of the time at which it takes to run a marathon. It's a long-standing record, meaning no one has ran a marathon faster for a long time. It's a long-standing record. We can have long-standing beliefs, maybe what somebody thinks. People have thought the same thing for a long time. Yes? In ancient times, it was a long-standing belief that the world was flat. It was a long-standing belief. People believed it for a long time. Yes? If something is long-standing, it just means it's been that way for a long time. Remarkably, both runners donned the controversial Nike shoes, which are believed to make its wearers 4% more efficient during the race. Remarkably. Remarkably. If something is remarkable, or remarkably here we're saying something is remarkable, it means, basically, it means it's something people should talk about. This word remark just means to talk about something, to say something. Remark. If something is remarkable, nowadays it means it's amazing. People talk about it. They go, wow, that's amazing. It's remarkable. If something is remarkable, usually it means it's amazing. But also it can just mean it's worth talking about. People want to talk about it. It's remarkable. Donned. Donned. This word donned just means put on. Put on some clothes. I donned my t-shirt. I donned my shoes. It just means I put on my t-shirt. I put on my shoes. It's just a fancy way of saying put on. Donned. Efficient. Efficient. When we say something is efficient, we are talking about how well it does whatever it does. Here, the runners are more efficient, meaning they run faster and they use less energy. The shoes help them run better. It makes them more efficient. We have efficient light bulbs. My lights are efficient lights. They are bright, they make a lot of light, and they use less energy. They are efficient. Efficient. Let's take a look at the words from today's lesson. Controversial. Controversial. Banned. Banned. Versions. Versions. Athletes. Athletes. Scandal. Scandal. Marathon. Marathon. Long-standing. Long-standing. Remarkably. Remarkably. Donned. Donned. Efficient. Efficient. Write down these words and remember them. These words are good when we want to talk about sports. There's lots of talk at the moment about controversial things happening in sports, things being banned, and obviously the word donned and athletes regarding what athletes are wearing, what sports people are wearing. It's an interesting topic. As you can see from the picture, they are all wearing the same shoes. It's a difficult thing to talk about because Of course, shoes give some people an advantage and other people don't have the same shoes or even don't wear shoes. Huh? Where do we say, draw the line at our shoes helping us run? How do you decide what is acceptable, what is okay to wear when running, and what is not okay to wear when running? This is a difficult thing to decide. Thank you for watching this episode of Fresh Off the Press English. I hope I can see you again soon for another interesting news story from around the world. As always, don't be bored, be busy. Bye-bye.